Imagine a structure so massive that it can be seen from space. Stretching over 13,000 miles, through mountains, deserts, and grasslands. It's a symbol of power, strength, and human ambition. But the Great Wall of China isn't just a wall, it's a story of survival, warfare, and ingenuity that spans centuries. And today, we're going to uncover its secrets. The story of the Great Wall of China begins over 2,500 years ago, during the Warring States period 475 to 21 BC. Back then, China wasn't unified. There were multiple states, each fighting for control. But one state, the Qin Dynasty, would change everything. In 221 BC, Emperor Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor of China, succeeded in uniting these warring states into one empire. But his victory didn't mark the end of conflict. To protect his newly unified empire from invasions, especially from the nomadic Xiongnu tribes in the north, Qin Shi Huang ordered the construction of a wall. This early version of the wall wasn't the grand stone structure we imagine today. It was more of a series of smaller, connected walls and fortifications made from rammed earth, wood, and stone. At this stage, the wall was more of a defensive barrier, designed to keep out raiders and invaders. It was a far cry from the monumental structure we know today. But the idea of a wall to protect the empire was born, and it would evolve over centuries into something much more formidable. After Qin Shi Huang's reign, the wall was abandoned and fell into disrepair. But the idea of the wall was far from over. Over the next few hundred years, the Han Dynasty 206 BC to 220 AD, and later the Ming Dynasty 1368 to 1644, would continue to expand and rebuild the wall, making it more formidable and strategic. The Han Dynasty focused on building and strengthening the wall further west, protecting the Silk Road trade routes. The wall was no longer just a simple defense mechanism. It became a symbol of the empire's strength and unity, showcasing China's determination to defend its borders. But it wasn't until the Ming Dynasty that the Great Wall truly became the iconic structure we recognize today. The Ming emperors faced an even greater threat from the Mongol Empire to the north, and they poured enormous resources into the construction and reinforcement of the wall. This is the version of the Great Wall that we see in pictures today: massive stone walls, watchtowers, and fortified gates. Building the Great Wall was no small feat. Imagine working in the harshest conditions, climbing steep mountain passes, battling freezing temperatures, and working with primitive tools. The construction of the wall involved hundreds of thousands of soldiers, prisoners, and laborers. Some estimates say that at its peak, the workforce could reach up to 1 million workers. The materials used for construction varied depending on the region. In the mountainous areas, stone was used, while in the desert regions, adobe bricks and rammed earth were used. The wall was built to be strong, but it also had to be flexible to withstand the changing landscape and weather conditions. The watchtowers were built at regular intervals, allowing soldiers to signal each other using smoke signals during the day and fire signals at night. These towers were essential for communication and defense. But why build a wall so vast and expensive? Was it just for defense, or was there a deeper purpose behind it? The Great Wall was not just a military structure, it was a symbol of authority, a way for the emperor to show his dominance over nature and his ability to control the land. The wall also served as a psychological barrier for the nomadic invaders from the north. The Great Wall represented the power and determination of the Chinese Empire. It was a physical reminder that China was not an easy target, and for the Chinese people, it was a symbol of security and unity. However, despite its size and power, the Great Wall was not invincible. There are many stories of invaders who found ways around or through the wall. One of the most famous stories is of the Mongols, led by Genghis Khan, who bypassed the wall by attacking from different angles or bribing the guards to let them through. The Great Wall, in the end, was not a perfect defense, but it did slow down invaders and gave China time to prepare for battle. The wall also faced constant maintenance problems, as the labor force was always strained. Over the centuries, parts of the wall began to crumble, and by the time the Qing Dynasty took over in the 17th century, the wall was no longer as effective as it once had been. Today, the Great Wall of China is one of the most famous landmarks in the world. It attracts millions of visitors every year and remains a symbol of China's rich history and culture. While it may no longer serve as a military defense, it still stands as a testament to the strength, determination, and endurance of the Chinese people. But the story of the Great Wall doesn't end here. In the next part of our journey, we'll dive deeper into the wars, legends, and mysteries that surround the Great Wall. Stay tuned for more.